Who do you think will win? Predict
All right.
the score. Predict
It
the
actually
score.
looks like they have started. They are.
Underway.
Yes, and we
Interesting
will.
opening choice there from Linus. The Nimzovic, and then he actually goes for a full-on Nimzovic with d6, and then suddenly I think we have a Pirk opening.
Yeah. So if I were to
Predict.
what the score is going to be, I think Johann Sebastian is a bit stronger. I see that their rating are quite evenly matched, as per now at least. Like, yeah, not even 40 rating points difference on Lichess.
No, I mean Linus is a very strong player. I mean he's
Yeah.
almost a GM now with I think 2 norms, and the rating has been over 2,500 at least once. So
Yeah.
he's very strong.
Yeah.
Of course, Johann Sebastian is 100 rating points or so higher rated in classical chess, so he should be the favorite. But really, I think Linus will give him some headache today.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I would guess 5.5, 3.5 to
Something like that.
yeah, to Johann Sebastian,
So
but
a bit closer than Arian Thibault, the Arian Thibault match in the quarterfinals.
yeah, I would say the strength the strength difference is about the same.
Even
yeah.
though in Blitz you mean, because the rating difference between Jesper Thibault and Arian is pretty close.
In classical.
In
you
classical,
mean?
of course. This is of course
Ooh,
online Blitz. Okay, winning the bishop here, Linus, but
Yeah.
this pawn might be a bit backwards and weak potentially. Could go to c6, but this
Definitely.
would weaken d6. And this bishop is fast asleep at the moment, waiting for the right time to, of course, break up with f5. So White's position is perfectly coordinated, looks very harmonious, but there are no pawn breaks, at least not for now.
Yep. Philidor in the
This
chat,
is
by the
weak.
way, saying we should have a betting opportunity in the stream with odds compensation. Obviously,
course,
we should have had that.
Obviously, that's something we're working on, guys. So
Yes, after all, we
d5
are.
from Linus. I was actually curious about this. Maybe queen e6 or
Okay, so that's the bishop here, the other way around.
might
or-
be gone. Yeah, the bishop here now. Okay, he wants to keep his knight on d6 and bishop f4. This is not a big threat, at least not for now, because queen d5 is possible, but black is behind in development, and coordination is bad for black.
I guess white could not take on c8 because of d takes e.
I guess, and this would actually win, I think, a piece, because this knight is
Stuck?
a bit stuck on c8.
Yeah.
So bishop f4 makes a lot of sense. Now, of course, this is possible for white, but I'm guessing Johann Sebastian will want to keep his knight on d6 and look at the time difference. I mean, minute and a half for Linus versus almost a full 3 minutes for Johann Sebastian. Fe, the bishop will take.
Yeah. I have been playing quite a lot against.
Maybe even knight takes e5 actually. Looks very interesting.
Because
as
you
well.
can't take on d6.
Might end up giving away too many pieces with knight takes after rook takes f4, but still it's possible to consider.
Yeah, I've been playing quite a lot against Johann Sebastian in the Offerspiel online tournaments, and I can tell you he is playing really quickly. So
yeah, I mean,
my problem is not often on the board, but rather that I get into time trouble and then just blunder something.
Yeah. So he's putting pressure on his opponents wherever he can. I mean, on the clock, on the board.
Yeah, what is this time difference? He hasn't used any time at all.
Very slow start for Linus, who played a slight, I'm not gonna say speculative, but at least a slightly passive opening with black. Looks like this is going to be a perfect start for Johann Sebastian, who's hardly spent any time at all.
Okay, now it looks like he put his head in...
Big decision.
Yeah.
Is he going to take with the knight or the bishop? That's the big decision here.
Pawn even? No, pawn is not possible.
Bishop is hanging, so
it's
pawn
hanging.
is not possible.
Right.
But I'm liking the notion of knight takes, but I'm guessing bishop takes is the best move. Yeah. And then bishop takes de, and just to keep his knight on d6, and knight d4 coming. This looks very strong for white. Maybe even knight g5.
Maybe just grab on f3. No, that's not even possible because you can't take on e5 afterwards.
No, but this would just be giving away an exchange. This is of course a bit weakening as well. There are no good moves here for black. I mean, maybe knight c4 at some point. And suddenly the knight is
dropping a knight.
Easy win for Johann Sebastian. Easy win, and he's making a shush.